Martial arts films aren't just about combat. They're about honor, resilience, discipline, and sometimes just a really cool crane kick. In this episode, along with a special guest, we each bring 5 of our all-time favorite martial arts films to the table. Not necessarily the best or the most technical, but the ones that hit hardest in our lives, our training, and our imaginations. From classics to curveballs, this is a roundhouse kick straight into the heart of what makes martial arts stories so powerful. Today's episode, Black Belts and Blockbusters, our favorite martial arts films.
Nice. Welcome to the Black and Blue Podcast. My name is Travis, the Black Belt. That's the Canadian tree stump, Emmett. And today we have our special guest, Jason. And you've heard us talk about him. We've ripped on him. We've also said some nice things.
Yeah.
Like very few and far between.
Yeah.
But we have said some nice things. You're honestly
like
probably
off air.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not we can't say it on video.
Not.
Then there's evidence. Yeah.
I think it was the last episode, which he admittedly has not listened to yet, where we said some nice things.
Oh, well, I better not listen to it then.
Yeah, we don't want you to.
Can't ruin it.
Totally the last episode. Yeah. What was the one that you did listen to?
Yeah, which it got deleted, I think.
Yeah. Wink.
Yeah.
Wink.
Because we don't want his head getting too big because he also got a stripe today.
He did.
I did.
3-stripe blue belt.
Bam.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It only took 5 years.
Yeah. What did we write on it?
Dart.
Darce. Darce and everybody. I love it.
Well, say on Monday, I was rolling with Danielle and I just kept Dars choking her. And so we just kind of joked that the next stripe will be for the Dars. So I had to write Dars out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't hear this.
No.
That's awesome. You're good. I love it. So yeah, introduce yourself.
I'm Jason.
Enough said.
No, Stanley. You should all really know by now, I guess. No, blue belt here at Dark Horse under Travis. Yeah.
Have you been here 5 years? Is that
5 years? Like 3 days ago. Every year I get like one of those like notifications, and it's like we took a picture on my first beginners class. So every year that pops up.
You're
It
the
was 5
only
years.
You're the only alumni from that very first one.
That's right.
Everyone else has dropped out.
That's right.
Yeah, and you stuck to it. We had a bunch
he's
of dedicated.
killed all the other ones?
Well, to be fair, 2 of them got pregnant.
That one of them wasn't me.
It wasn't.
And I hope you didn't get them pregnant.
No.
How do you think he eliminated? So technically, you're the only one with like that adult black and orange gi.
Yes, still have it.
Yeah, damn. You're gonna move that microphone a bit closer. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's a special edition.
Yeah.
We have them in youth, but that's it.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I am the only, because you only got them in for that one
That
class.
yeah, you guys are the only ones that had it. Badass.
Yeah.
Nice. A little
Sell
reminiscent.
on eBay.
Yeah, might as well. Now there's uber famous here.
Right.
Should be. Yeah. All right. So how we repping this?
So first of all, let me say I'm excited about this episode. I'm really interested to hear A, what your guys' picks are, and B, not click that pen, and B, what overlap we have. You know?
And like what kind of martial arts movies are shown in Ireland?
Yeah.
Like Braveheart? Is that it?
That's got it.
He's like,
Well, we're big Liam Neeson fans.
Oh, okay.
There
So
you go.
Star Wars. Got
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Does that count as a martial art?
Yeah, Jedi?
I guess it
Well,
does.
it's a religion.
It's a religion, yeah.
Sure.
I would say that's a martial arts.
I mean,
it has swordplay.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that changes everything.
you know what? It's actually like it's the Path of the Samurai. I can't remember what the movie it's based off of, but it's based off of old school Japanese samurai movie.
Star Wars is?
Never
Yeah.
thought
Oh,
of
really?
He's like a super famous director. I can't remember.
Man, that's making
Damn
me
it.
think of.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's like a black and white movie, and that's what it is based off of. That's where
It's
George
just a
Lucas
complete
got it.
rip-off.
Everything's a ripoff, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a martial arts movie. Boom.
So before we get into our little round table thing here, let me throw a question out to you guys, which is, what makes a good martial arts movie for you, Jason?
I mean, a certain amount of cheese.
Fair.
Like, even if it's just minimal, like a martial arts movie needs a bit of cheese.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, just martial arts, I guess.
Is it like did you, when you were younger, did you have like a favorite martial arts like star or whatever?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That, is that going to come out in your picks?
No, because
No,
I have
okay.
my taste evolved.
Okay.
Like when I was a kid and my father showed me movies, you really probably shouldn't have. Steven Seagal.
Oh, I was discussion. Yes, awesome. Let's come out swinging. Yeah, Steven Seagal.
We'd watch Steven Seagal movies, and I was only like 7 or 8. So like every now and again, it was VCR. So like
yeah,
you'd have to go quickly fast forward certain parts.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that was my introduction to martial arts movies.
Yeah, nice. Did you ever hear that? I think it was on like what's his name? Howard Stern and Rob Schneider is talking about Steven Seagal, and he's like, yeah, we were on the set of whatever it was, and he's like, yeah, so Steven Seagal's in his trailer, and he comes out and he's like, I just read the best movie script I've ever read. And Rob Schneider's like, oh, who wrote it? And he's like, I did.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. So, Travis, what makes a good martial arts movie?
Definitely a little bit of cheese. I love just high intensity like action scenes, like something that you're just like, this is awesome. Even if like the technique, you're just like, now that I know it, I'm like, but like if it's like just hard impact and like really cool like that, that definitely plays a part into what I've picked. I just like hard action scenes or scenes that like depict it in an intriguing way. And these might be like an honorable mention. There's some that are on my list, but like over the top cheese. And one of my picks is definitely way over the top, but I love it so much.
Interesting.
You
I thought about this a lot, because there's just you, and then you wind up thinking, we were talking before the show about how like you're like, oh, I think I know my top 5, and then you're like, oh, but what about that one? Oh, what about that one? What about? And I think like one of the like tropes that sticks out for me is something that I gravitate towards is the journey with like the sensei or the teacher who's like not nice but has their best interest at heart, and like they really make them grind it out. You know what that's like, right?
Oh,
yeah.
That's exactly
Just like a total bastard. But in being a bastard,
he gets the respect.
We're
not talking about you.
Yeah. Talking about good martial arts teachers in the movies.
That makes sense. That makes way more sense.
No, like in being a bastard as the sensei, they're actually being the best teacher they could be,
right?
Because they need to toughen up or whatever. So I think that I
need to toughen up.
Yeah. But I think that's the trope that I kind of like gravitate towards. And in thinking about that, have you guys ever seen that movie? Not a martial arts movie, Whiplash.
Oh, I love that movie.
I've only seen it vicariously through Instagram Reels.
Right.
I've watched that movie like 6 times.
Yeah. It's so good.
That's the drumming one.
Yeah.
Right?
The drumming one. Yeah. And like, I think there's some sort of like sinister undertones to that relationship, right? But it's also in being the hardest ass teacher he could be to him, he helps him break through. So,
like I've heard that with a lot of like music and drama, like professors at the highest level, like
chefs
and chefs. I talked to a friend of mine. He's a musician as well, and I brought that movie up. He's like, "Yeah, I can't watch that."
Oh, no way! Really? Yeah.
So I think that is like a thing at the high level of musicianship, and in not in the ones that anybody actually listens to, but like college.
Yeah. But I mean, there's probably a certain element of like, I didn't make it as a famous musician, so I'm going to take it out on my students too.
I mean, John Danaher, he has a reputation, right?
Does he as a bastard?
Some people, yes,
Yeah.
because he's so hard. He's there
Right.
7 days a week, multiple times a day, and
So chill.
yeah. But he's like, do it this way, and he's got that hard ass, but he's never won anything. He's never really competed. But
Apparently, he doesn't even like roll or anything.
well, like he's damn near a cripple, right? Like both knees are gone. He's had so many surgeries. It's
Now he
insane.
looks way more like a movie sensei. Now that he has the,
Yeah.
he's like,
Well, back when he first got it, I made like a meme, and it went like 2 million people like saw it, and it was him because he had his little cane when he had his first knee surgery, and so it was him. And then it was like Gary Tonin and Gordon Ryan and all these guys, and he's looking all like big and jacked,
yeah,
and and it was Master Splinter and the 4 Ninja Turtles as little baby Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and then it was like big Ninja Turtles, and John Danaher with his little cane and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good meme.
I know, and I was just like, look at that, and I was like, I've had a couple decent proving ones on Instagram. Just saying.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I've gotten 10 likes on memes before. Just so you know.
Like all
10 likes across 100 memes.
any martial arts movies, and like I do want to get to our roundtable more than anything else here, but one thing I thought I'd ask too is any martial arts movies that stick out as like just awful.
I would say Red Belt. I don't like that one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, interesting.
I didn't like it because he's like, oh, you can do this, and like he like does some crazy shit like to get out of a rear naked choke. He does like a wall run and stuff.
All right.
And I'm like, seems like a quick way to just break your own neck.
But okay, interesting.
Just my own
Interesting.
opinion there.
Okay. I was thinking Equilibrium.
You son of a bitch.
It's a great movie.
This table will not hold me.
You can leave, right?
This is gonna be a good episode.
That is on my top 5 best movies of all time.
What?
I love that movie so
It's
much.
a bit excessive, but
It
it's
is.
a great movie.
And it's pre-Matrix. Like it was 99
It was.
or 98.
It came out at it kind of flopped because I can't remember what movie it was, but
Matrix came out.
came out, yeah,
like
at
almost the same year.
time, and
Yeah.
that's why it
Yeah.
flopped.
Yeah.
It is a great movie. I love that.
I
I
love it.
just like the gun martial art
Gung
thing
fu,
is like,
yeah, gung
come
fu.
on, dude.
Oh, I love it so
like
much.
you don't like the wall run, but you like the gung fu.
100%.
Oh my!
100.
Who are you?
And it has my absolute favorite poem ever.
Okay.
What's his name? Dude that dies in every single movie. Oh,
John Bean.
yeah, Sean Bean. He's reading it. It's by W.B. Yeats.
Okay.
You know, so he just has it. It's the poem that like brings out like the sparks his imagination.
Oh,
He's
okay.
reading it, and then Christian Bale's just like boom through the book,
Okay.
through the like little poetry book. So
All
yeah,
right. Okay.
And
Interesting.
being Irish, W.B. Yeats is something that you have to like that you actually study in high school, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
If you did high school.
Yeah,
I'm more interested in Sean Bean. He's also Irish.
yeah. But
Yeah.
W.B. Yeats, like one of the best poets.
Okay.
In my opinion, I love him.
Interesting, because I actually like Red Belt too. I just it's that sort of like I like the sort of like the honor and the traditional martial arts setting and stuff. I did think that the whole marble thing and having one hand tied behind your back, like come on,
Yeah.
you tie someone's hand behind their back and everyone's at the high level, that guy's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Okay, you say that, but
Yeah.
Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez, he kept doing that. He kept throwing his hands behind his back.
He did.
Yeah, but we didn't have one tied behind his back.
Might as well have.
Yeah. Okay, should we get into it?
Let's
Yeah,
do
let's
it.
Okay. Scratch off Red Belt.
Add in equilibrium.
Yeah.
Working on that third stripe.
I meant there was another movie that I didn't like with Gung Fu in it. Actually, there was Jim
Waiter.
Equilibrium. Jim Cotta. You ever see that one?
No.
It's from the 80s, and it's like a guy. Did you know the one I'm talking about? Oh my God, you guys got to see that. It's like the lowest budget movie, and I think they actually got an Olympic gymnastics guy, and they trained him to be a spy and a martial arts guy, and his moves are literally like he'll find something that's kind of like what do you call that, a horse in gymnastics? And he'll be like spinning around kicking people and stuff. It's so awesome. Okay, Jason, do you want to kick us off with your number 5 pick?
Sure. And may get some heat for this, and there's a reason why I'm picking this: The Karate Kid.
Nice.
I mean, that's very fair.
The reason for it is I've seen that movie so many times when I was a kid, and the only reason it's in my top 5 now is because of Cobra Kai.
Right.
Because I love that. Yeah. I love that show, which really took me back to the original movie.
Right.
So that's my number 5 pick.
Nice. And so what did that movie do for you as a kid?
I just thought it was a great just a great karate movie.
Yeah.
You know, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, the bad guy wins kind of thing, which that's the thing.
The bad guy wins?
Was the bad guy.
Oh, right. Because of the show.
He was the bad guy. He did the illegal move to win the tournament.
Definitely illegal.
And doesn't he like show up and steal the other guy's girlfriend too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shows up out of nowhere, steals a guy's girlfriend, and then illegally knocks him out of a tournament.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy. I love bad guys.
Head kick.
Yeah.
But I mean, bad guys.
Yeah. That's what they would do. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. That's my number 5 too.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Because it was Karate Kid was my intro to martial arts as a kid, and I was like, I'm doing that. Like, I'm gonna learn karate, and you know, I kind of
know.
Yeah.
Around that round.
I did do karate for a few years, and it was like I really like his journey there of like not knowing shit. And then, like, through his sensei, who's kind of like mysterious and
it, again, really mean to him, like we were talking.
Yeah,
about
and he's sort of like, I'm not going to train you, go away, and then he like teaches him stuff that he doesn't even know what it's for, and then it's kind of got that mystery to it,
It was really epic. I loved like the transformation and stuff. He was like a 28-year-old in that, and he was already black belt in karate when they filmed it and stuff.
What?
Yeah, he was like super old. He's just one of those young-looking guys. Like he was really old, like to play a 14-year-old or something like that.
Or
15, 16, 17. Yeah.
But he was like 28 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew
back
that.
Then that was the thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like if you look at
higher actors, you hire actors in their 30s that like teenagers.
Yeah. But yeah, he was older. It was like
okay. And he was a black belt?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think he was like a second-degree black belt or something.
Because he doesn't look like he actually knows karate in that movie.
Yeah, but it's karate.
He's a good actor.
Yeah. Okay, Trav, number.
Damn, so that's 2 people on the. Okay, so mine would be IP Man or Yip Man.
Yip Man, yeah.
Yeah, so that movie just
is it pronounced Yip Man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say in the movies anyway.
Okay.
Like, he's like Master Yip or whatever.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I love it, and I just love like how he's like Bruce Lee's like mentor, and like he was. That entire movie, I just idolized it. I've watched it probably 50 times.
Is that like 15 years old now? Something like that? Maybe a bit more?
I actually got it 2008.
Okay.
Is when it came out.
Okay. Yeah. So something like that.
Yeah.
I can't do math, but range.
Yeah. But I absolutely love it, and I just loved like the speed of it, and there's a couple of sequences in there that are not cut. They're not like, you know how in martial arts they punch and then they cut to a different angle.
Totally.
There's a couple in there that are just straight run on because Yen, or the guy that plays him,
Donnie
Donnie Yen,
yeah,
he wanted this. He's like, I can do this, and like it was like a 15-minute just one shot take, and he just went through it. It was awesome.
That's wild.
Yeah, and like just the speed that he can throw punches. They're like, and he actually had to do what Bruce Lee had to do, was slow down so that like the film.
Whoa.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's wild. And that those is that I don't know who, like anything about movies, like who directs them and stuff like that with that sort of like type of movie, but I really like that in that just sort of genre where it's they always kind of infuse some comedy and like over the top stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, like
Well, they're
The
on
cheese.
the cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese. Yeah.
got to like Yip Man 4.
Oh,
too.
okay.
I think in the last one they had like Mike Tyson. And if
Really?
and like if he lasted a minute against Mike Tyson, like Mike Tyson, like at the end of the battle,
Yeah.
was like, well, you lasted the round. Guess you can like take your money and go or whatever it was. Like, but like it would have been like if they kept going, Mike Tyson was gonna kill him.
Right,
kind of thing.
right,
But
right.
yeah, like I don't know, just a random scene. I've only watched the first two because I was like, oh, okay, oh.
It's all right.
Oh, I always have to put mine on Do Not Disturb. I tell you,
Yep.
we're gonna get feedback from everyone. They're all gonna.
Thousands and thousands of comments.
This professional podcast.
How
to
how
shame.
dare you? I'm just gonna grab my phone and answer texts.
I could make a call actually.
Um,
But yeah, so that's my number 5, and that one was a struggle. I wanted to put it higher, but then there's other ones that, for me, actually hit home.
The more you think about it, the harder it is. Like even
Dude,
just these last few minutes, I'm like, am I sure about that?
My list, I'm like, oh, okay, don't look at it because I'm gonna rearrange it in my head. I'm just gonna go with what I have written and done, kind of thing. But yeah, it should be good. Should be good.
so Jason, what's your number 2 pick?
No,
Number
four.
pick.
Four.
Number 4.
This guy gets.
Jeez.
My number 4, I'm gonna go. It's not one movie. The Bourne movies.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
The reason is the realistic jujitsu, like the real life jujitsu and kind of Krav Maga esque.
Mm.
Like I just love it. I like at the fight scenes, and I think it was like one of the first movies that kind of filmed it like that really close up.
Yep.
And I just think it hits so hard.
It's
Like,
so
the
good.
fight scenes in them movies are unreal.
Him versus Carl Urban.
Yeah.
The other that like goes so good. Like
Oh yeah.
that like very
yeah.
close combat one.
Yeah.
Beautiful movie, beautifully
Yeah.
shot, awesome jiu-jitsu, awesome everything. Even
Well-
the striking is like Muay Thai close range, elbows on.
It's one of the very, very few movies where you see actual jujitsu being used.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets mentioned a lot in movies, but you know, it's never actually really done. And in the Bourne movies, like it's beautiful.
That the Bourne movies is what killed Pierce Brosnan's James Bond.
Is it really?
Yeah, because
Did it go on that long?
well, it was because Pierce Brosnan was like James Bond,
Yeah.
but it was like over the top, and then Bourne came in and showed like this gritty,
Mhm.
down
I
to
get-
earth spy
I
movie.
get it
And
was
then-
the answer to it, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
just canceled the movies, and then they're like, "Oh shit, we need to rethink." And that's when Daniel Craig came in,
I guess-
and they brought that into that gritty, like,
Yeah. Pierce
James
Brosnan
Bond.
was like the last cheesy Bond.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was definitely the last one that never got punched in the face.
Yeah.
kind of thing, right?
Right.
He was like the Sean Connery of the modern age, never got punched and one punch people.
Right.
He also killed Sean Bean. as
Yeah.
well.
Most people have.
Yeah, I also killed Sean
Has
Bean.
he ever survived a movie?
Yes. I
Oh,
watched
yes.
one recently.
What?
Oh,
Lord of the
gonna
Rings?
bother me.
No.
No, this is really going to bother me because me and my wife watched it and we
It was an episode of The Wiggles. That,
every time it comes on the screen and we're like, oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But there was something I watched recently.
Probably a rom-com or something.
Yeah, no, it was called, I can't remember the name of it, but he was in prison and it looked like he was going to get killed.
Huh.
But he survived. Spoiler alert.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
That dude has died in every single
I know, it's hilarious. There's actually a video on YouTube where someone says it to him. And they show him the video and he's and then, like afterwards, they're like, yeah, I guess I do, right?
I mean, yeah. Awesome pick. I like
yeah,
that.
really good pick.
I-
Yeah.
I had it as an honorable
Mm.
mention,
Nice.
I really like. I just watched the first 3 with my wife, and I was like, when she was into it, I love those movies, so it was really cool.
Yeah.
I haven't watched anything beyond the first 3.
And do you know what's the Gracie brother who started the UFC?
Hiron?
Yeah, Horian.
Yeah, Horian.
That I think it was him. It was either him or Hickson that was like consulting for the Lethal Weapon movies. And you know that one that Gary Busey is the bad guy?
Yeah.
And they're fighting and he puts him in like I think he triangle chokes him. He either armbars or triangle chokes him. And it's like that's one of the first appearances of jiu-jitsu in the movies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like in Western movies.
In Western movies, yeah.
Was that the 4th one with Jet Li?
No.
Gary Busey would have been 3, I think.
Or 2?
Would it be 2? Is this like pre-cracking his head or?
And they're like driving the limo across the desert and stuff like that. And he remember and Riggs has to do like 1,000-yard shot and all that. And anyways,
I'm gonna say 3.
Could be.
I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
All of those movies for me are just like combined.
Yeah, they're one movie basically.
Fair enough.
So who are we on? Me?
You.
My turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got some kind of more fun ones down the road here, and I'm wondering if this one's on your guys' list, but I'm trying to pick on like the movies that had the biggest impact on me, like being into martial arts. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Kung Fu Panda.
Not the one where I like shaped my body after. Bloodsport.
Oh
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
dude, it's first of all really definitely kicked off the whole like multiple styles, fighting each other. It's in like a crazy setting. It's got humor. It's
got everything in it, man. It is on my list.
He punches a dude in the nuts with no underwear on.
He's the one that inspired Johnny Cage and that nut punch is in Mortal Kombat.
It is.
And like the Mortal Kombat series was supposed to be modeled after Jean-Claude Van Damme, but Jean-Claude Van Damme was like, no, I don't want that. And then so they just made Johnny Cage and they made him like a secondary character.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but Mortal Kombat was supposed to be modeled after Johnny Cage or after Jean-Claude Van Damme because of Bloodsport, and that nut punch, the splits to nut punch, is Johnny Cage.
It's crazy that Van Damme still does splits like that. Like, years ago, that video he made with the
Volvo trucks or whatever.
And he's doing.
Yeah, that's wild.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's like a villain in a couple of newer movies, and he's still doing like crazy shit.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah,
the amount of cocaine that guy did on that movie.
He was doing crazy shit.
Yeah. And like I watched all the Van Damme movies when I was a kid. Like there's a couple that suck pretty hard, but yeah, Double Impact,
Double Team. What do we got? Time Cop.
What's the one? Lionheart,
yeah,
that was another good one.
Kickboxer.
That was Street Fighter as well.
Yeah, he was Guile. He was an American.
Yeah.
I was like an American with like the flag on his shoulder and everything.
Yeah, right.
I love that movie.
What's the mullet one? The John Woo mullet one, where he's like a homeless guy and they're hunting the most dangerous game of all, and it's homeless people.
Oh, I can't remember. But
It was an episode of It's Always Sunny.
It is. Yeah. Well, Hard Target.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's got the whole John Woo like slow mo, and he has like a long, greasy, curly mullet. Van Damme,
Brilliant,
amazing.
Glad mullets are back,
dude. I had a mullet when I was like 6, and it was me just shaved. I had like long hair all around.
Yeah,
and I just shaved my head because I was like, you know what, it'd be cool if I had a mullet. And I found the clippers that like my stepmom used. I was like, and I did it, and everybody was so mad at me, except for all the kids at school. All the kids at school were like, yeah, but this was like right before they got cool way back then. And it was like, and then I started off like in my tiny little home, like country ass town, I started off a little trend of like mullets, but it was just me shaving the top of my head. And like,
Oh my God.
my parents were pissed. Everybody was pissed. And they're like, we're just going to shave your entire head. I was like, no, I'm going to keep it this way. And then I like ran away. And then, like,
When I take my kids to school and I see a kid with a mullet, I'm just like, yeah, I'm friends with that kid.
yeah, it was hilarious. And I even did like a horrible fade kind of thing. Like it was really, really, really short on the side, and then like a little bit of a buzz on top. So my hair
When
stuck.
it comes to mullets, it's go big or go home. You know?
Yeah,
Like
and I had long hair. Like it was like on the shoulder, and I was just like, "Vroom." I thought it was hilarious, and I loved it.
Nice.
Yeah, and then it got cut off like a week later because my parents were so mad.
Remember, like, did you get that text I sent you about when you posted, Travis posted like his journey from like white belt to, it was like a series of photos from white belt to black belt. And he looks so different as a white belt. And on Instagram, I almost posted my comment, which was going to be from incel to invincible.
wow,
Dude, I like
I can see why you didn't.
Yeah. Just kicked.
I like Jared's comment. He's like, "Wow, you have never given a shit about your hair, have you?"
I'm pretty sure Jeff gives more of a shit about your hair than you do.
Yes.
the only reason. Him and my wife are the only reason why I get haircuts. Like seriously, he's like, "Dude, just like book. Come on, you got to come in. You got to do this." I'm like, "Oh,
Okay.
again."
Let's move it along because we got many more movies to get through here.
Haircut.
Well, I know you guys
Relevant.
you guys are always talking about hairstyles all the time.
Emmett's
Yeah.
like tips his hat down.
Yeah. It's fine, okay? Okay, so we're on Travis's number 4. Yeah.
All right, so for number 4, I have On Back.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh man, I'm gonna elbow both of you. That movie is Muay
Wait till
Thai.
after the
Yeah, that movie is Muay Thai. Like that's what like propelled,
Yeah.
like I would say in the West, that's what showcased Muay Thai for everyone that ever went to it. And that's the dude that like runs on people's shoulders. He does like
Tony Jaa or something?
yeah, he does like what's the oh my goodness, Jackie Chan kind of stuff, but in like a crazy martial arts way. And like he is Muay Thai. If you've ever thought of Muay Thai, that dude is the epitome of Muay Thai.
Oh, wow.
What's the name of the
On Back. ONG back.
Okay.
And it's like it showcases, and again, it has like this crazy not uncut
Right.
montage. He's running up like this circular thing, and he is like the camera's following him, and he's just kicking the shit out of everyone. He's just running up like flying knees, elbows. He runs up and he does like this like spike elbow to like, it's so good. I
That's
love
awesome.
it, and I've watched it so many times.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, 100%. And like that could easily be higher up on my list.
Yeah.
It's just that came later on, and that's actually what got me into kickboxing. I was like, this is sweet, but like you don't learn that cool shit because that's movie stuff. But,
Right.
yeah, at one point he's just sitting there and he's like squared up against this one guy that was like trying to intimidate him, and he just jumps up, and this is like him actually just jumping up. He jumps up and kicks a street light that's like probably 4 feet above him. He's just like, what? And he jumps up, like high kicks
Yeah.
this thing, comes down, and the guy's like,
Well, how do you turn your lights off?
oh, I don't
That's how Jason does it. I mean, Jason's like,
and it's
Yeah.
expensive.
good night, sweetheart.
This shit again. Yeah, the guy just like turns.
You married me.
I say that almost every day of the week.
Right.
But yeah, that's my number 4, and all of my movies could be number 1. Other
Yeah.
than my number 1 is definitely my number 1. But yeah,
Okay.
on back could be anywhere on the list.
I was wondering if it was going to come up. I just can't claim it because I've never seen it. So,
Oh.
which is kind of wild. But
Yeah, that is my favorite Muay Thai movie for sure. Like
Nice.
more than like
Gonna have to
Kickboxer.
watch
you're gonna have to watch
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
100%.
that's what I was saying to Travis today. Is like I almost feel like we should have a part 2 of this once we've watched the ones that we haven't seen.
Right?
Yeah, and then come back to him and be like, "Yep, that was worth
You
it."
were right.
Yeah, Travis will have to give you another stripe for coming back on the show.
Absolutely.
um,
The only way you're getting me back on.
All right, 2 years from now, he can come back.
2.5. No, that's not really shit.
so Jason's number 3.
Yeah.
My number 3, it's The Matrix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wondered if that was gonna
Yep.
pop up today too.
Honestly, it's it's one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
first one, of course.
yeah, of course.
It got a little
Yeah, yeah.
crazy after that. But for martial arts, it's awesome.
Yeah.
The only thing that bothers me about it is like, you know how in the Matrix when they like upload martial arts into his brain and he's just like
I know
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu.
I'm gonna learn jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And then does absolutely no jiu-jitsu.
It's Japanese jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, just the fight scenes and that. It was, apart from like what we talked about, the other movie,
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
This guy.
like it was almost never been done before kind of thing.
Yeah. Ahead of its time.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And what was I, like 8 or 9 when that came out?
That was 99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Was it 99? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one Christmas it was on TV, and back then you could record it, and like I wore out so many copies of that movie. Just watched it over and over because
Wow.
you're
Yeah,
a kid,
yeah.
you have nothing else to do.
Yeah. Oh man, the shit you used to watch over and over again all the time.
You didn't have any options.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like
You went to Blockbuster and you're like, I can either rent that movie that I'd have no idea, or can rent that movie.
well,
That's awesome.
it's like
Yeah.
I took my kids down to Waterton last week. And
Yeah.
stayed in a hotel. And trying to explain to them on the hotel TV is like, no. You can't watch whatever you want.
You have to watch
You have
the
to
Matrix.
watch what's on. Like you have to watch what's on the TV.
That's-
Just they couldn't get their heads around it. Like
that's
Nobody does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, The Matrix is my number
Totally.
3 pick. For
And,
sure.
and that part where he's like, I know kung fu or whatever. Yeah, it's so awesome. Yeah, because it is really easy to learn martial arts. Like it's you just kind
to The Matrix.
yeah, yeah, some great scenes in that. That's a another good choice. Is it me?
Yep.
Okay, so we're on number 3, right?
3.
So Kill Bill 2,
Oh, excellent choice.
and mostly because of the Pai Mei stuff,
Yeah.
which is fucking awesome and so over the top. Have you seen it?
I have not seen any Kill Bill,
Okay.
and it's under protest because Dan keeps telling me to watch them. I'm like,
Well,
I'll never watch it, Dan, because you want me to watch it. Fuck you.
fair
You're
enough.
missing out. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Totally missing it.
Because I really like Quentin Tarantino. I've watched
Oh,
every
yeah.
movie of his
So
other than
You
those.
like Quentin Tarantino.
Yep.
You love martial arts. Little bit of cheese.
Yeah.
And you haven't watched Kill Bill.
I mean,
out of pure
spite.
pride.
Yeah.
Spite. It's all spite, and like her eyes gonna creep me out, like the chameleon eyes.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But-
Um,
Yeah, I've never watched it, and it's out of spite towards Dan. That's it.
well, maybe our conversation today can help ease you in the right direction.
No.
Okay. Fair
Unless Jason comes on again, then I'll have to watch him. But
enough. But yeah, the whole Pai Mei scenes,
Yeah.
like there's actually it's threaded kind of throughout the movie, and
Mhm.
like how even the part where Bill like walks up the stairs and then comes,
Mhm.
he's like, wait here, and walks back down the stairs, and he's all beat up, and he's like, he says he'll take you on as a student
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's just like he hates Americans,
Yeah.
hates women.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
We're gonna send you to this guy.
Yeah. Oh man, such
No, great pick.
Such a
That
good
is
movie.
Great
Such a good
movie. Like, and some of the fight scenes in it are the right amount of cheese. 'Cause
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino. Every Quentin Tarantino movie has a bit of cheese, but
yeah.
that one it has the right amount to still be enjoyable.
Yeah. And the final fight scene, which we'll try not to spoil it just in case one day on your deathbed you're like, maybe Dan was right.
nah,
Wait, and the second one it was her and Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
last fight scene. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So good. So good.
so I'm gonna guess the first one. She doesn't kill Bill.
She does not. No.
Crazy.
She just kills a different guy named Bill.
I mean,
Yeah.
like
Bill too.
trying to think like because it's Quentin Tarantino, so it's just like, well, we're here, but we're gonna go back here, and then we're gonna go over here.
Right.
That's
So maybe I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. I can't remember.
No, she kills someone.
She kills a lot of people.
weird.
Like, I think it's in the first one. I actually can't. You mix them up, right?
Yeah.
But where it goes into the animated sequence of
Right. What the Japanese one? Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu. Yeah, that in the movie she's half Japanese, half Chinese or something. I forget.
Like an American.
Oh, and remember when she's like, the price for bringing up my Chinese or American heritage is I take your fucking head.
Oh no, it's really because like before she's just like, hey, you guys can talk to me. Like, we can have open discussion. Bring this up and I'll chop your fucking head off.
So much blood.
Oh, amazing. Great movies.
So now we're on to number two.
I
sorry.
Sorry, my third.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so this one's the biggest cheese. Or no, on my list, the biggest cheese.
Wait, let me guess.
Yep.
Is it Drunken Master?
No.
Okay.
That's on honorable mentions.
Okay.
I love Drunken.
Fist of Fury.
Okay.
Oh, that's on honorable mentions. I have watched that movie so many times. Oh, it's such a good movie where he just punches a hole through the guy. Have you seen Kung Pao?
It's the worst.
So he just winds up and he punches a guy and it's a big hole and he's like, and the narrator's like, I'm not sure that's how a human body actually operates. Isn't there supposed to be like organs and things? All this is like a big chunk of goo, like a body.
It's basically like it's a martial arts spoof.
Yeah. So
that's not the ping pong one, right?
No. That's
Balls of Fury.
Balls of Fury. Yeah.
Okay.
This one, it's like so they took a kung fu movie,
Kung Pao,
and then they added this white guy into random scenes, and then they made their own movie out of it. It's crazy. It's hilarious.
If you like bad movies, it's so
okay.
good.
Yeah, it's so bad that it's good.
Okay, what's your real pick?
So my real pick is Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I've watched that one a lot, and it's mainly like I just love the idea of like he's nobody. He's just like hustling his way through as part of the Axe gang with the guy until he finally
I remember that.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it in a real long time.
Man. So yeah, he gets caught and he gets called out, and then it's like he actually finds out that he's like the illegitimate child of these two kung fu masters that train him, and then he becomes like this crazy kung fu master. In the end, like I love that story arc. I don't know. And then like the crazy how over the top it is.
I saw it once a very long time ago, and I can't say I remember it, to be honest. I remember really liking it.
I knew I'd have off kilter picks.
Yeah.
I knew
I had a feeling you might have.
Yeah, and they're just ones that I've like just like I've taken in. I'm like, I love this so much.
It's not that like you know more about martial arts. It's just you have terrible taste.
That is very true. That's why I wear all the orange geese.
Yeah. I'll have to rewatch that one. I remember like she's like the landlady or something. Yeah.
She's like, what? And she like super fast. Right?
Yeah. They have like kind of like kung fu.
Yeah, and then the one like the main guy, he's like, oh, if you don't think I'm part of the Axe gang, why don't one of you fight me? And then like the like martial like this giant bodybuilder steps up. He's like, no, not you. You're too easy. Let's pick that guy. And it looks like a little kid. And then the kid like steps on. He's like, and he's like just this jack dude. He's like, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about that. The other guy stands up and he's like a giant and stuff. He's like, no. I mean, if you guys aren't going to be serious, we're going to go with this guy. And it's another dude that's like jacked.
That's that brand new white belt choosing Avon as a rolling partner.
Yeah.
Like,
no, one. Yeah. Which
nice.
There's your podcast bingo. You mentioned David.
There you go. I did wonder if Kung Fu Hustle was going to come up today. I couldn't remember the name of it though. Yeah.
Kung Fu Hustle sounds like a kung fu movie where a fight starts and the guy just
I just can't. I can't be. Not another Kung Fu Hassle. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, what are we on? Two. Wow, we're getting there. Okay, so 2, Jason.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
It had to be on the list.
Yeah.
If number 1 wasn't so good, it would be number 1. I don't care how bad the actors are, and I'm not talking about just the first one, the second one as well.
Okay, just wait.
I don't care.
There's Mortal Kombat
and
Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and then Mortal Kombat 2021.
Original.
Okay, 95.
Original. I grew up with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, the new one is great. I really like it, but No, the originals.
Fair.
Yeah, it was
Like-
pretty good.
I love it. I watch it every year. I watch it. I watch.
Christmas morning.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I damn. I might have to change my list. No.
Wow.
Yeah. I watch Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it is on my list.
when it comes to martial arts movies, like a lot of martial arts movies that I like are movies that have martial arts in them.
Yeah.
That's a martial arts movie.
That is
Yeah.
100% a martial arts movie.
Oh, for sure.
There's
yeah,
no question about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's almost nothing else in
My,
it.
my absolute
There's
comedy. Johnny
comedy, bad acting.
Nut punches Goro.
He does.
Come on.
Goro.
He's like, those
Which
are
is disappointing.
$500 glasses.
That's the only part. No, not the punch. It's great. What's disappointing about that movie is there wasn't more Goro.
Right.
Well, he whips through like 100 people in like a minute.
One.
No, there's a montage of him just like wrecking all of
Right.
Earth's guys, and then he beats Art Lee.
Yeah. Well, no one cares about the cronies. He just
No, but like, how much more? He's gonna wreck everyone until
Yeah.
Cage has his emotional speech with Sonya Blade. Well, I can't let what happened to him happen to you.
Yeah. It's like I met you 2 days ago, and now I'm gonna die for you.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna be like looking on the internet one day, and there'll be audition tape of Travis for Mortal Kombat. Be like, I can't let what happened to him happen to me. I mean, you. Let me try that again.
I was 9, but yeah.
Get this kid off set, please.
But it's for a community theater version of Mortal Kombat.
Oh, got it. So when Mortal Kombat was on VHS, that was the one movie like I wanted for my birthday to watch.
Nice.
And yeah, poor growing up, but like that was what I wanted to watch. And we got like my parents went and rented it, and they came back with Mortal Kombat, the animated one.
Oh yeah, I had that one as well.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It's not.
Oh,
great.
really?
It wasn't.
Okay.
This is old school animation. It was very low budget. And
Yeah.
it was just like,
It was a much more dumbed down. version
Yeah,
of
and I was like-
Mortal Kombat.
and I got the movie. I was like, yeah. And then we put it in. And I was like,
But also not just the movie, the video game.
the video game, amazing. I still play them.
Me too.
My favorite is Deadly Alliance and Deception. So back on like 360, I think it was, or maybe PlayStation 2. PlayStation
Going
2.
even further back, Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah,
Great.
awesome. That's the best version of Scorpion.
Yeah, and it's the first one. It's the only one I know cheats for. Remember cheats for
Yep.
video game?
Oh, yeah. That's back when you didn't buy DLC. You
Yeah.
had to earn it.
Like games were about actually earning it, not
Yeah.
paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. I haven't played video games in a long time, but that's a weird.
I can still
You know,
do
like-
fatalities with in Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. I can still do the fatalities for Scorpion.
Well, if I used a cheat, like
No, I still remember the button
Really?
codes. Yeah, man. I was playing. I was like, man, there needs to be room in my head for something else other than this bullshit. That's just like, why do I need this?
Can we not do a club Mortal Kombat championship?
No. What we need to do is Mario Kart 64.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Sure.
kick everyone's ass at that.
yeah, I never played that.
God damn, I'm
It
so
was
good
more
at
of a
it.
fresh team racing kind of game.
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing was another
Mm.
good one, but Mario Kart 64.
Yeah.
We did it at Sheepdog.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, little side story here, but Josh's wife was like, "Oh yeah, I'll kick your ass." I was like, "Oh, what are we wagering on this?" She's like, "I'll give you like 5 free beer." I was like, "Make it a 6-pack." And then she's like, "What do I get?" I was like, "Well, I'll buy the 6-pack, and then I'll buy another one, and then I'll buy another one." And then she's like, "You know what? Deal." I whooped her ass like 3-0. Then I was like, "You get to choose." And do we do jumps? And like the first, she picked Wario Stadium, and I just did this jump that takes you halfway around the track, and she didn't know how to do it. I was like, "Do you want me to wait for you?" And I was just like talking shit the entire time, and like, yeah,
So it's basically the same style as how you teach jujitsu.
I don't show you. I just wreck you with the stuff that's cheating.
Yeah. There you go.
While laughing.
Yeah,
And making
and that's what I do there too.
absolutely. That's how we learn here.
Yeah,
So,
Mockery.
so what are we on?
2.
That
One,
was 2.
two.
So you're 2. What's
Okay.
your 2?
Okay.
Oh, Jason's 2.
Oh,
This
no,
is
mine
Mortal
was
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Okay, yeah.
It
Sorry.
just dragged on a bit.
Yeah. No. So okay, I had a little trouble between choosing my 2, so I might have to do a tie.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah. For different reasons. And one is kind of an outlier. It's kind of not a martial arts movie, but it kind of is. It's The Last Samurai.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's a war movie more than anything, but
It's a war movie.
But there is martial arts.
There's quite a bit of martial arts in it, and there's definitely like the whole learning, training.
Yeah. The whole samurai, like learning how to use the sword properly and everything.
Yeah.
When what's his name? Kanata. Like the older martial arts guy, when he's like fighting with the
Right,
kid. And
right,
he's like,
right.
And then he just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah,
with the boken.
Right. That's the wooden sword. Is
Yeah.
that the name for that?
Yeah.
And like I like the cinematography and like I think they used New Zealand as the set piece or whatever, and like I think that's where they filmed it.
Oh.
But it just like they recreate the whole like old Japanese villages and everything. It looks so awesome.
Everything in that movie. So we watched it in Japanese class in high school, and we watched it in English first, and then in the Japanese.
Oh, no
so that
way.
We learned it like through listening to it. And my Japanese teacher was from. She was from. I can't remember. It's
Chicago.
yeah, right. But she was like right from there.
So it's pronounced konnichiwa.
But yeah, she is from the island, and she's like, it looks legit to like everything that you see over there, even
Whoa.
the temples and everything. Like
Great movie. I haven't seen that movie in a very, very long time. I almost actually have to check it out.
That's one that I probably watch once a year.
Nice.
Like it's just like it's so immersive and like just and it's like when he goes to the village, it's like you're there, you
Yeah.
know. So maybe I'll skip. I'll put my other number 2 as my number 1, just to
Fair
move things along here. But I have a good honorable mention one after that. So
I do also want to point out none of us have had a crossover yet, except for
Karate Kid.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and no Bloodsport yet, other than me.
No.
Okay.
so this is actually a pretty good spread of
Yeah.
movies.
So, speaking of which,
Yeah.
my number 2.
Travis to
Yeah.
ruin everything.
Travis is gonna put down a number 2.
Yeah, Bloodsport.
Okay, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
It's higher up on the list because I watched that movie over and over and over,
Yeah.
and just everything about it. That was one of the. So I found that movie in a thrift store in a garage sale.
Yeah.
I was like, I need this. And back then, like I was rock picking, like I'd pick rocks at farmers' fields for money or shoot kites kind of thing. And I'd get money that way. So then I took like this little jar that I had and I was like, ooh, what can I get? And I was like looking at all this stuff, and I was like really stingy with my money. I wouldn't waste on anything.
Yeah.
And I saw, because do you remember the cover of that? Like of Bloodsport? He's like doing that like crazy kick.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need this. I need this now. Like back then it was like $3 or something. Like a kit that came in like 88. And by the time I got on VHS, I spent my life savings on it pretty much.
Yeah.
And I watched that movie so many times, like until like the tracking on the VCR,
Yeah.
it was bad.
Wore it out.
Yeah,
That's how a movie really sticks with you when you have to watch it with the I don't know what you call it, but the tapes just gone to shit.
Oh yeah, and like everything about that movie, like between him and Jackson, when Jackson's like, "What the hell's a Lin?" Like, and then he's like, "You Jackson." You look like a Jackson. Like, just the entire movie, and then like the little monkey guy that like
The monkey guy.
coconuts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like him being like kind of, he went into like a kickboxer kind of thing, even though he's like a karate trained guy.
Right.
And then he went against that Muay Thai kickboxer, and like
They're just going like
kicking each
trading
other.
kicks. Yeah.
that movie,
Yeah.
awesome. So there is some crossover. Yeah, Bloodsport number 2.
There we go. I should have kept my mouth shut.
Yep, this guy.
The beginning of I'm sure that's Bloodsport, where they show his like training with the Isn't that Bloodsport?
where he's like getting pulled with like on the ropes, and he's getting
and he's a kid, right? And he like breaks into the person's house.
So yeah, he breaks in and he breaks a sword or something like that, and then
and he takes him in. And
or
he's
no,
like,
his friend steals it, and then he returns it,
right,
and then he starts training, or he's reluctantly trained,
right,
and then he's actually trained when his the Japanese guys dies in this kumite, so he has to come back.
Right.
Yeah, man. And then he has to come get trained by Tanaka, because you're not part of the Tanaka clan.
Right.
You don't look Tanaka. Right? It's brutal that I know all this, but I've watched it so many damn times that it's ingrained. And then that's the one where he's like on ropes and he's getting like taught or not forced. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he like starts breathing and he's like,
yeah.
Dude,
his legs are being spread out from two trees. It's like a Friday night at your house.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Friday morning.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that's number 2 on mine. And yeah,
Nice.
Good pick.
Nice. I haven't thought about that training part in a long time. You think about the fights, right, down the road, and the crazy American guy,
Jackson.
Yeah. That's Jackson. Yeah. And he's all like,
and then he like he walks in on Jean-Claude Van Damme stretching, and he's like, "Oh, that just hurts me looking at it."
right. Yeah.
And he's like drinking a beer right before like he goes in.
He's basically what Tank Abbott.
Yeah. Big, crazy. Love it.
So are we on number 1?
You're on.
Okay, Jason, take it away.
Okay. And it was tough,
Okay.
but Warrior.
Oh, why did I didn't even think
Right?
about that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
That is
Definitely.
a decent movie.
And it is one I'd not watch once a year, every 6 months.
Nice.
I watch it so many times. It is so good. I love that movie. And like, and because it's weird because it's a martial arts movie, but it doesn't actually have any cheese, which most martial, of course.
Yeah.
It is a true blue martial arts
It's
MMA movie.
And I just the character Tom Hardy plays just a quiet badass.
Does he have any misses? I think that every single movie that I've ever seen him in or TV show, he's just excellent.
I didn't like that show where it's like the British East India Company or whatever.
I tried to, couldn't get into it.
Damn, I've watched those. I like
Taboo.
Yeah, Taboo. Yeah,
I was like,
I got about 4 episodes.
Go longer.
Yeah.
It gets better.
Well, there was one movie where it's just him in a car, and it's awful. It's essentially he had to leave his house where his wife was to go take care of his mistress who's having a baby, and it's just him in a car, and it's the worst.
Huh?
And
I
like
heard of that
when I heard the concept, I was just like, well, it's Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, it's
Damn.
horrific.
Interesting.
You've never heard of it, right?
No.
Yeah, weird.
Probably good. Probably not even going to research it.
No, but him in that movie, like, just like the other character, funny enough, the Jiu Jitsu guy,
Yeah.
Right.
was also great. But Tom Hardy makes that movie 100%.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah,
And it's also one of those ones where like it's a good movie because the kind of the outcome is what it's sort of going to be, but it still kind of surprises you, and it's still like it takes you all the way to the end, and you're like, okay, that's a reasonable ending for this. It's not just like
I mean, it makes you feel something. Like you're rooting for one guy, but you're all, like that's a weird thing because usually in a martial arts movie, there's a good guy and there's a bad guy.
Yeah.
In that movie, you've got the good guy who you really want him to win because he needs the money, but you also have the other guy who you really want to win because he's so fucking badass.
And he's a hero. He's a war hero.
He's a war hero as well.
And then the journey with the dad, the Nick Nolte character.
Yeah,
when he's in the
drunk
and he's like listening to Moby Dick on tape, and he's like, "Hey,
No, all around, just great movie.
Good choice. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that one. Yeah, interesting.
Okay, you.
So I'm still like my list is in flux. I had to take Red Belt out. Let's talk about Red Belt for 1 second.
All right.
I think there's a lot to be said for that movie. I just think it loses the plot when he starts getting into the whole like that thing running up the wall and the people with their arms tied behind their back. But like the bar fight scene is really good.
Yeah.
I love the dojo is realistic.
I like the one thing that really stuck out to me was like that knife attack, and like he helped that woman through that trauma, and like with martial arts. I thought that really sticks out in my head from that movie, and it was like, you know what, that's very legitimate, whether or not like that knife defense is legitimate. Helping people work through the trauma, because we've had people that are claustrophobic and like they've come in and like they started having like crazy panic attacks.
Yeah, because of what you're doing to them.
Yeah, because I'm squishing them, right? And
you know you can get off.
No. I'm the instructor / mat enforcer, and this guy was doing nothing wrong, so I had to beat him up.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
But yeah, so
kids class, bitch.
But yeah, I think the legitimacy of helping people work through the trauma in like our sport that was shown very well.
Yeah.
And there's just things about us is like, like you're making it look like how Gracie Baja thinks jiu-jitsu is.
Yeah.
Suck it.
What about there's that line in that movie. There's that line in the movie where he's like, insist on the move. And I think that is not good advice.
No.
It's like, if you're not getting that, you got to switch to something else, you know?
There's other ways.
Insist.
Darce or die.
Darce or die. Yeah.
You get an arm bar, switch to a Darce.
But my real, what are we on? Number one?
Number one, yeah.
Oh man, it's so hard. I'm kind of down to two here that are like, I think my real number one is probably going to be Enter the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was almost on my list.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. That was a close one.
It's just, I remember it would come on TV all the time when I was a kid, and it's just so exotic kind of. You're like, whoa, and then you see Bruce Lee, and you're like, it just the moves, and like it did have that sort of like weird championship thing, and
the MMA gloves. You remember that part?
No.
It had like these crazy. They look like hockey gloves almost, but they're like they were the precursor to MMA gloves.
Oh, really?
Oh.
And then that scene, when someone knocks on his door and they come in and he's holding his kick up like this, and he just like moves the. Probably got to be careful with hand gestures these days, but like pretend that's a leg.
I like how he goes from that to turns his hand up like a waiter.
Yeah, but and then he pivots his whole body around, and the leg stays in the kick position.
Yeah,
and then it like stays there while they're talking. It's like, dude, who the hell can do that? Like, basically, the guy's a superhero.
Totally.
Apparently, after a couple of Bruce Lee movies, they found it very, very difficult to get stuntmen in.
Yeah,
he tagged them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
He wanted it to be more real than what they were showing, and he beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Really?
They started finding it really difficult to find actors / stuntmen to come in and get
Good.
this shit.
No, we promise it's a Bruce Lee rom-com.
It's Jackie Chan. You're good.
Yeah.
Well, Jackie Chan, crazy enough, he paid for everyone's insurance on his movies. Like he paid for his own, and he paid for all the stunts.
Like he was able to get insurance.
Yeah,
he did some crazy shit.
Sorry, he didn't pay insurance. He just paid medical bills, and he just paid everyone's everything.
No,
because he knew that he was in like this. He wasn't getting insured, so his movies. He paid it. Bruce Lee just kicked the shit.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see The Last Dragon?
No.
It's like in Harlem, and it's like mostly African American actors, and it's like in an African American setting.
Is that with the really tall guy that was actually trained by Bruce Lee?
No. Bruce Lee's not in it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a young guy who's like kind of wimpy, but he's super into martial arts, and there's magic and like.
I don't think that's ever been done before.
Yeah, sounds.
Yeah, it's very. And there's a guy. Oh man. Anyways, it's one of the like more campy martial arts movies. It's worth checking out. Yeah, kind of interesting.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we're at number one.
Yeah.
Number one. What's your number one?
Easy pick. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, really?
95.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
I've
Yeah.
watched that so many times every year. I absolutely love it. And I absolutely love the 2021 remake or
Okay.
There's another one coming out soon.
Johnny Cage,
I think
Carl Urban.
it's what they've done with it is they've made Mortal Kombat very watchable for today's standards.
Yeah, but there's still like when Kung Lao throws his hat into the sand and cuts that bat woman in half. I'm like, oh sweet. This is the greatest thing ever. Yeah. But like Mortal Kombat 95, I watched that so many times, and I've watched that more than Bloodsport. There's a couple other movies that I would like put on the list as my absolute number one. But the fact that has the most martial arts in it, in my opinion, that's number one. And Scorpion in that movie was just the most badass thing. Reptile, another amazing fight. I wanted to see Johnny Cage versus Reptile though.
Yeah,
Like,
that would have been
that
cool.
would have been way better.
I haven't seen it. I gotta watch it.
You haven't watched Mortal Kombat?
The new one.
Oh, the latest one.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the 95.
Oh, okay.
The
I've watched that.
The new one, Scorpion.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get that, like the backstory of Scorpion.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
good.
yeah, and like the first season of Mortal Kombat Legacy, it was like this is like this YouTube kind of series that was really good. They also on I'm gonna stick with Mortal Kombat for a second, but they had like this 10-minute short that they tried to reboot it.
I saw that. I watched that 10-minute thing like 20 times.
Yeah,
And I was just like, you have to make this.
I'm at about 100 times on that thing.
It's
'cause I
so good.
It's so good, and it has Michael J. White as Jax.
Yeah.
So it's Jackson, and then he shuts his office door, and like
It's like
it's realistic kind of thing, and he's oh my goodness.
That when I saw that, I was just like, wow, this is gonna be huge.
I watched it so many
They
damn
never made
times.
it.
I know, but it's kind of what kickstarted Mortal Kombat Legacy because it's the same guy, and then that's what kickstarted the remake because I can't pronounce the guy's name, but it was like TACH something blah blah blah. But like that's what kind of kickstarted their reboot, and I mean we got a bunch of movies after that, or a bunch of stuff after that, so credit where credit's due. And that
Absolutely.
10-minute short was amazing.
So
Have you guys seen the new animated Predator thing that came out?
I want to
I
because I
haven't.
keep hearing
It's
that
pretty
it's
rad.
so amazing because it
Yeah.
has like a Viking, a
Yeah.
samurai, and then like a World War II pilot or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
they're just hitting
Yeah.
all categories now.
Well, and they're
It-
all
it's
interlinked or
one
something.
animated show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Predator of Predators or something like that.
Killer of Killers.
Killer. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll watch
Predator's
Predator.
probably not the
Yeah.
best one.
Predator of Predators. Yeah. But there's another. I think there's a new Predator. Like Prey was awesome.
Prey was
Seen it.
very
I
good.
wanna see
It's very good. And it's all filmed here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Morley.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Another
really.
one I should audition for.
Oh, the Predator.
Yeah.
Honorable mention.
Okay.
What's your honorable? Do you have one in reserve?
I think I already used it and I can't even remember what it was. Drawing a blank here.
Okay. I got one. It's
I think it was gonna be Enter the Dragon. As
okay.
an honorable mention.
Okay.
Other than that, you know what? Okay. Rush Hour.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we didn't get a Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour?
Yeah.
Like any Jackie Chan movie, Rush
Yeah.
Hour, Shanghai Nights,
Yeah.
or Shanghai Noon. Sorry, Shanghai Noon was the first one.
One of the first ones. Did it Mr. Nice or some? No, not Mr. Nice.
Dude, he's
He's
like
like so many.
Drunken Master.
Drunken Master is so cool, man.
But yeah, Rush Hour. I just thought it's so funny with Chris Tucker in it, and the chemistry that them two have, and then
Yeah.
like some of the fight scenes in it are brilliant. And
Yeah.
I
yeah.
can't believe how well those two work together.
right.
Yeah.
And the first one, Jackie Chan didn't know English. Like he
Yeah.
was doing everything phonetically. Like he would listen and then he would say it.
Yeah.
Could
I
you,
was
you
like-
just imagine like in like a producer's office? This is like, yeah, so we got Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, we're not making this movie.
Yeah. And
Well,
it was,
yeah, no.
Pardon me?
it was like it made millions of
Oh,
dollars. Yeah.
there's another one coming. I think they're making a fourth one now.
Are they?
Yeah.
No.
Hmm.
Well, they've done Paris. Like, well, I mean, they have to do something.
Yeah. So my honorable mention, kind of again, not martial arts, but Fight Club.
Nice.
Right. I mean, what constitutes martial arts? It doesn't have to be trained fighting.
Yeah.
Has
I'm
to
probably
be?
not. No, I'm saying I didn't put it on my list because of that, but
Yeah.
you know,
It they got better because they just
they got better.
sparred all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't put like it's on my list of all time greats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
movies
sure.
ever.
For sure.
But yeah, the fact that I don't know if I'd put it as a martial arts,
Yeah.
but the fighting
Yeah.
in it is awesome. Everything in that movie is amazing.
Yeah.
And I do think so. I watched it when I was in my early 20s, I guess, the first time. Totally missed the point, and I was like, "We got to start a fight club," you know, like.
I mean, yeah.
yeah. But
Well,
like,
that's what I did.
but so we remember. I think I told this story a while ago. Like, as part of that, I knew a few jujitsu moves at that time, and I practiced that armbar from guard so many times in our like crappy backyard fight club that when I actually got in a fight, I broke a dude's arm with it.
Oh, nice.
How come your armbars suck now?
I don't know. They really do
went
that.
down.
I don't even use them anymore. I can't do them.
See, when a new guy comes in, he's just like, "Hey, come here a minute."
It's true. I know you're like joking,
Yeah.
but like I haven't
I'm not.
I haven't tried an armbar in 2 years. So
You know what? I think I got teach armbars. I haven't taught an armbar in
Yeah,
a
you've
long
been
ass
done
time.
bars in a
Yeah.
very long time.
yeah, I could probably use a refresher.
Yeah, we should probably do some.
I feel like you've done more defense for arm bars than actual arm.
You know why? Because I've had my arms jacked up so many times
Yeah.
as a white belt that I don't want that to happen to anyone else. Like my arm doesn't bend or
Yeah.
doesn't straighten all the way anymore.
How is that our problem?
I know. I'm not. I'm making it so it's not your problem.
Fair.
You are
That is
welcome as the
Yeah.
best martial arts instructor there is.
Do you have a
I have so many.
okay? What's your top? What's your top
Okay.
in reserve?
How the hell did nobody mention any Jet Li movies? This is some bullshit
Yeah,
here.
no, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
All Jet Li movies.
This should have been a top 10.
Okay, so yeah, just like
Okay.
let's go. Best Jet Li movie?
Danny the dog, or what's it called in America? It's
I don't
called
know.
like Off the Leash or something like that.
Oh, Unleashed.
Unleashed. Yeah.
That was awesome. Okay.
I don't know the name of it. So I'm going to go with Lethal Weapon 4.
Which you've already shit on.
Yeah.
That's a series.
No, I've shit on the series because it's basically all one movie, but I thought Jet Li was so badass as the bad guy in that movie.
Yeah, fair. Wasn't he in a movie with DMX?
Yeah. Romeo Must Die.
Right.
That's the one I was thinking of. I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah. That starts with like Eminem and DMX
Yeah.
and their hard stuff.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, Romeo Must Die, great movie. The One.
Oh.
When he's fighting himself because it's a multiverse.
Haven't seen it.
Oh my goodness.
Great.
So
Okay.
this is like the coolest thing about this movie is it's him versus him because there's like 18 universes or whatever, and like
Right.
he's been killing himself and getting stronger because the energies come. to him.
Okay.
And then by the end of it, it's like the one guy with like a wushu like flowy style, and this other guy that has a very what's Bruce Lee? Sorry, Jeet Kune Do.
Oh,
So
yeah,
very
yeah.
straight
Yeah.
hard style, and they're like the stylistically amazing.
Whoa, cool.
That is a
So-
great movie.
Okay.
Like, I haven't seen that in
I will.
probably 15 years.
Yeah.
I have to write it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you haven't
That's
seen
one to
it.
write down. Another one, Drunken Master. Another one, Equilibrium. Shut up, Emmett.
Great movie.
And then Kung Fu Panda. I know I joked about it, but
Yeah.
that is one of the best like
It is
martial
really-
arts cartoons. Anything Dragon Ball Z. Yep.
Never
It's a
seen
cartoon.
it.
All the
Never
movies,
seen Dragon
love it.
Ball Z.
I can go on and on. Also, Rocky.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, boxing is
Interesting.
a martial art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rocky is one of the greatest of
Yeah.
our entire time, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
Amazing.
I've watched all the way up to 5. I haven't watched anything beyond that.
No,
And I hear that Creed is okay, but
I haven't seen
I
it.
haven't watched it.
Yeah.
And they made 2 Creeds, didn't they?
I don't know. I like the original, and like original Rocky when he's built up and then he loses. Oh, that's so good.
But like,
yeah.
I mean, but it really depicts boxing because you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
no matter what, you will lose. And he started off like as a loser.
Yeah.
You know, it was only
Yeah.
kind of natural. He was gonna eventually lose. Great movie.
My life is actually really similar, except I just kind of stayed a loser. Yeah.
Never worked up to it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, here's an honorable mention.
Highlander.
John Wick.
Oh,
yeah, John Wick, 100%.
Yeah.
And he actually does legit jujitsu in it.
That's
And it's
Well,
really
you know,
good.
he does a reloading technique with one of the guns that military
up.
now use.
Yeah, he made it up or something like the
Oh,
whole
really?
flick.
Yeah.
He'd flick the round or the magazine out of the gun,
Yeah.
and then he just reloads.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
then people are like taking that,
And-
and
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is like he is legit
Yeah,
martial
yeah.
artist.
Well, he just got it
Yeah.
all inserted into the back of his head.
Well,
So
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't easy.
yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, that was a great one.
No,
That one would have been higher, but like I was like, oh, man, I gotta
Yeah.
go with Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
number one. Of all time.
I recently watched the fourth John Wick.
Oh, I haven't seen anything beyond. I've watched the first two.
It took 3 increments.
Ooh,
Oh,
Yeah.
just hard to get through.
It's 3.5 hours long.
Yeah.
really?
Well, yeah, but it's like I mean, and it's more the same. It's great, but
Yeah.
3.5 hours. You know?
That's a long movie. Yeah, there's, you know what, Highlander. That's actually kind of a legit pick and they're doing a remake with Henry Cavill.
I saw
Cavill,
about that.
or whatever.
Saw something about that yesterday.
Yeah.
There's someone else big, in
Oh
it,
shit! What about Blade?
right?
Oh, yeah. Blade's pretty awesome. The first
Marvel.
one.
The first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but this is before Marvel. This is
Right.
before like
Yeah.
Marvel became.
Before Marvel Universe, shall we say?
Yeah, like this was still like he could cut people in half and have fun. with it,
My
kinda.
favorite line from that movie is when he's like, "Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill."
I've used that line so many, like I've whispered it in people's ears as I'm choking them. Oh man, it's so good.
Oh, so on the bad side, I was kind of like I asked Chat GPT to come up with show me like some one of the bad movies. I've never heard of this, but it's called No Retreat, No Surrender, 1986. A kid is trained by the ghost of Bruce Lee.
Wow,
Like what? Someone
That's-
let that happen?
dude,
I have
the
to watch.
craziest. Oh shit. Okay, so another one, The Crow.
Okay.
If we're gonna
Okay.
allow in like
The original. No.
there's no other.
Okay. Good. Good.
If you mention any other crow, I'm just gonna like choke your ass out.
Yeah.
The original Crow is the only Crow in my mind, and like there's martial arts in that movie.
So many rules. In
Yeah.
this podcast.
Oh, what about Roadhouse, the old one or the new?
I've only watched the old one, but the new one, like I've seen clips of
Yeah.
when he's like walking.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, my
Dude, that
Everybody,
Yeah.
like that's pretty funny, but I can't watch
pretty
it.
decent
This is-
until that fucking idiot shows up.
Like
man.
he's a terrible actor. He's so bad. Like
Man.
there's one part that's actually like where you're like, oh, that was actually really good, and he's talking about being absolutely fucking insane. Or
Oh,
something.
you're like me.
You're like me, or I don't know what he's like. There's something wrong with you,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then he's just like, me too.
Yeah.
And you're just
Yeah.
like, well, you see, you're just being you now.
Yeah, he ruined that movie for me. Like I was like, this is decent, it's okay. And then
I thought it was kind of boring before he showed up. He
okay.
offered some kind of entertainment.
Yeah, he just I don't know. I can't stand that guy.
Yeah, from what I hear from back home, he doesn't like you either.
Yeah. He's like,
Dude.
you know, that
Yeah.
Emmett guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been training with this guy named Emmett.
Yeah. I mean, and good for him for all the success and everything, but I don't know. He just seems like a douche nozzle. So
Well, yeah, you have to be though. But
yeah, you do.
I say the same. Like, if you were like just a regular guy and you're a little bit of a dick, and
Yeah.
someone gave you like $1 billion,
When you're
you would
young.
go full hog
Oh,
and be the
totally.
worst.
Oh, dude, I would have been the worst.
He's
Like,
made a living off of it, and
Yeah.
I mean, he's still making hand over fist money. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
yeah.
I mean, he did it his way, and he got there, and he's still making money. It's
Right.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he is a dick.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah.
there's so many that I could like just list off, but
Mm.
you know what? We'll just go like just major actors like Jet Li,
Yeah.
Donnie Yen, and all those guys. Those movies, all of them, so good.
Yeah. There's a really funny thing I'll send you guys about the decline of Steven Seagal's career and how much he sucks and how like now he's like literally 70 or something, and in most of his movies he actually just sits.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And he just sits there, and now for whatever reason he also talks as if he's like from the South. You know,
have you heard like how many different backstories he's like given? Like
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom is like Irish, my mom is Cherokee, my mom is half this, my mom is that, and my mom was like what was it, like there's like family like what genealogy like from Genghis Khan. I'm just like,
So
how
easy.
is
holy
like,
shit, dude. Yeah.
and like we can kind of circle around like Frank Dukes from Bloodsport is an actual con man just the same as like
totally
Steven Seagal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But my goodness, any of his movies, I'm just like, I
But
can't.
like, think about it, like 35 years ago.
Yeah.
You could say shit and no one's gonna know.
The internet,
Yeah.
exists.
No.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So original UFC fighters, they're like, yeah, I had 400 fights.
Yeah.
I belt in this and I have a black belt in that. Like,
You're in.
That's the one guy. I can't. I think it's Gary Goodridge. Anyways, and it's Quentin Jackson. So Rampage talking to him. He's like, okay, so what's your actual background? He's like, never trained in my life.
That wouldn't be Gary Goodrich because I'm pretty sure
Gary Goodridge is dead.
he had a martial arts.
Yeah.
No, Gary Goodrich was a judo guy, I think, but he had a dojo in Ontario.
Oh, there's one guy that he's interviewing,
Yeah.
and he's like, "So what was your?" Because he wore a black gi in
Okay.
and a black belt, and he's like, "No, never trained a day in my life. I was just good at like knocking people out."
Oh man.
I was like, and he's like, and I just assumed that I was going to be good at knocking people out before he even stepped in, but he had to like list all these things, so they put him on. Crazy,
man.
crazy shit. Love it.
Well, it's 10 to 11.
Nice.
So probably time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Jason, thanks. It was a pleasure having you with us today.
Just want to say thank you for inviting me onto your podcast, your Jiu Jitsu podcast, and the one that has absolutely nothing to do with Jiu Jitsu.
It's the one you're most qualified for.
Genuinely,
Yeah. We couldn't invite you on to a legit jujitsu discussion because, I mean,
it would just be me sitting here going,
yeah,
I can't talk shit because he outranks me. So,
so it'd just be Travis talking.
it would just be Travis.
me talking to a couple blue belts.
Yeah.
Man.
But how about we just get some cardboard cutouts of us?
There you go.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you could rabble on for.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. Is it good? No.
But yeah, that was a fun episode. So thanks for being here. Any final words to see us out?
Holy shit. We didn't mention Chuck Norris a single time.
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay, just wait. Expendables?
Sure.
Expendables.
Yeah, that has like that has
what's
Rocky, that has Chuck Norris, that has Jet Li.
It has
Jason Statham.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Also underestimated martial artist. We got we have to do a part 2.
And Randy Couture is in it. Yeah, that's interesting.
You can't wear your AirPods in it because his ears are. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that might set us up for part 2.
And what's the Bruce Lee movie where he tears out Chuck Norris's chest hair?
Oh, that's the only movie ever to like get filmed in the Coliseum too.
What is that one?
Can't remember.
Yeah,
but that was like back before Chuck Norris was Chuck Norris.
Right. Yeah. He was just Charles Norris.
Have you seen the little clip where it's like, if you change the music to this, it's entirely different? And it's like, it's like he's like taking off.
That's awesome.
So,
okay. Any words to see us out today?
Other than that, thank you for coming on. We didn't talk enough shit about you, but we will when you're not here. So don't worry about that.
Quite
We got you covered.
disappointed,
I know.
Nothing but
Yeah.
down.
My ego is still like I'm pretty level here.
Oof. We're gonna
You
have to
know?
take him down.
Yeah.
And he's not
Bah.
here.
That gives me the willies.
And yeah, other than that, thank you all for listening. Like and subscribe, and yeah, catch you on the flip side. Bye, Jason. Jason.